Quick, now that he's gone, let's get us canceled.
Damien's gonna say the N-word.
Oh my god, get down, he's gonna say the N-word!
No!
He's gonna say the gamer word!
Damien, no!
You dang.
If any of the characters were going to, it would be Damien.
Yeah.
Damien just doesn't understand why, dwarves can say it.
Yeah.
And he...
Somewhere down the line I've heard that I'm part dwarf.
Realistically, we're all part dwarf. I mean, we came from where.
I don't ascribe to that theory. We were created about 2,000 years ago by the elk god.
The elk god.
So we're gonna talk about how the planet's flat or what?
The planet is a torus shape.
A tortoise shape?
It's a tortoise shape, but it's on
Oh my god!
it's like
It all comes back to tortoises.
Are we trying to breed another universe or like another planet?
Is that what the shiny tortoise
Is that what the shiny tortoise is? Is that
He's like the Jesus.
It's turtles all the way down.
we look at the turtle and then we like look really really close and we see ourselves and we can look up at ourselves.
putting Frozen. Yep.
He looks intrigued by something.
So start a small version of my Frozen? Me?
You're
My Frozen?
For like a second.
Am I fixed?
Yep.
Okay. So, I was saying... I'm just gonna go do the last two paragraphs of my recap.
To be fair, you can always do the long recap and then have James watch the beginning of the...
Alright.
But that's your call.
Let's start our... That's a good call. Let's start our long recap, and then I can send James a transcript. Our adventure began with two companions, Bungus Bohort and Dairo Arhan, finding a mysterious message in a bottle, then meeting a group of newly settled Old Worlders, including Atlas Grondike, Damien Boneheart, and Perlin Revisto. After deciphering the contents of the message in the bottle, our adventurers could have never imagined the turn of events that simple bottled message would send them on. They were shipwrecked upon the island, where they found a key. I missed a fucking sentence right there, whatever. Since they found that key, none have slept well, haunted by nightmares, fading into nothing after waking. Their minds still sometimes recall that old ship captain that rescued them from their shipwreck state, Vlaine Stoffbull. The satyr man and his small crew of the Billy Irish would greet our unknown travelers into the world of pirates. He was the one who helped Bungus find his Iron Dove Island and retrieve its artifact, after all. What the hell is going on with my writing? Last they saw of him... he was taken prisoner by the Agrian Admiral Alistair Kensington, a man known around the pirate world as the White Raven.
Gone.
Thank God, I thought it was me.
He's still reading too, which is the thing.
I know.
Oh.
That's the worst part.
Oh, man, he's gonna be really sad once we tell him.
I know.
Let's just not
Go
tell
ahead.
him.
We can't hear you.
I don't.
He can't even hear us.
Looks like he's about to tell us a secret.
Is he coming back?
Quentin.
First
still
run,
reading.
Oh
no!
Quentin, are you here?
Yes. Yeah. No, I popped back. I left.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
The last thing we heard was Alistair Kensington.
Yeah, and then
The
you
White
just...
Raven.
Last they saw of him, he would be taken prisoner by the Agrian Admiral Alistair Kensington, a man known around the pirate world as the White Raven. After their first run-in with the White Raven, the crew would escape prison together, only to be inundated by an attack on the city of New Zos by Udroth, a nation of Dragonborns in the New World. After the attack, the crew would make their way to the Nolans, hoping to steal a bigger ship from Blaine's old first mate, Fletcher Camden, a mysterious shape-shifting man with a relationship to Atlas's past. Once aboard Camden's ship, the shape-shifting abilities of Atlas allowed our crew to sneak aboard and stage a mutiny. The crew of the Missy Elliott, under our hero's command, they would sail to Dwarvish Ikogan, hoping to return the magical gem found by Bungus on Iron Dove Island to the Wolgon Temple. They calmed the demigod residing in the temple by returning its gem, and began to sail east towards the great city of New Elzenburg, hoping to find and rescue Captain Stoffbull. However, upon arriving, Atlas would find the unkindness in dock with a familiar-looking skeleton tied to her mast. In this town, Damien would be reunited with his old flame, Henrietta Ravania, who would proceed to kidnap Damien. The rest of the crew would pursue her carriage deep into the woods outside of New Elzenburg, where they would find themselves confronted by the spirits of Kensington and the Kensington and Ravania families. Damien was rescued, and the dragon ghost possessing Henrietta was vanquished, only for our adventurers to hear galloping in the distance. The White Raven met them in the lodge, where he would prove to be too strong for them to handle. 3 managed to escape, but Atlas and Dyror would give their lives to allow them the opportunity. Atlas's body was recovered and returned to the ship, where it was given a burial at sea. The remnants of the crew would reconvene on the pirate town of Ulcaster, where they would meet Roger Changing Leaf and Yogu of the Yen, 2 former members of the Pirate Lord Hexbeard's crew. With the new additions to our adventurers would set sail to Tabax, hoping to find more information about their key and the weight it carries on them. On Tabax, they would explore an old forgotten temple with images seeming to vaguely tell them the history of their curse, and in the depths of the temple would find a husk. This husk appeared like coral, but it began to crack, began to move and attack our heroes along with the spirits of their fallen comrades. There seemed to be some connection between those who had held this cursed key that not even death could separate. Once defeated, the body of Dyror vanished into nothing. I'm not cutting out again, am I?
Nope.
No, you're good.
However, Atlas's body seemed much more solid upon inspection, then sprang back to life and ran away. He seemed to have some other connection with this key that the others, and perhaps himself, were unaware of. Returning to the city of Oakwhale after their excursion, at the temple they would meet Captain Bloodshot, a pirate lord who had been hunting them down. She made demands of them and quickly agreed to work together as their ships looked to be under attack by the Tiefling Navy. The battle with the Tiefling ships took a toll on their crew, and they sailed back to Ulcaster on Bloodshot's ship. Now, back in Ulcaster, Captain Ravisto is expected to meet at the ruined spire to meet some benefactor and become a pirate lord himself. In the meantime, our heroes hope to hire new crew when Yogu, our hungry friend, was offered food by a sketchy tiefling watch salesman. The watch salesman didn't seem to have ill intentions after dinner, however, when something in the water bumped into the dock's ship. Something big. The adventurers burst into action, fighting off familiar sea creatures who were attacking the civilians and crashing down on the dock. Perlin, you are up.
You said I'm up?
Yeah, it's your turn. You're fighting the Aboleth. Oops, I said it out loud.
Spoiler alert. My whole workstation is still on my work laptop, so I don't have Roll20 up. Could you just say I cast Magic Missile at it?
Alright. You cast Magic Missile at it.
You can just roll a d4, or
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe you can cast it.
Yeah, he can have your.
Oh, okay,
No.
cool.
Yeah. Oh, Nat 1'd it. What
Nice.
level did you want to cast it at? Level 1?
Yeah. So
All
it's
right. So 3 of your missiles fall into the ocean, splashing against this large catfish-like creature, but they don't seem to phase it very much.
It is 1d4 plus 1. Just FYI.
Oh,
Magic
well,
missile. So
Oh,
it would
nice.
be a total of 6.
6, yeah. Right. I really should know that it was 1d4 plus 1. Alright. The catfish monster that's totally not Naboleth is up. And I didn't have his fucking sheet open. I got everything else prepared. Alright, he is going to lash out with his tentacles against Yogu, Damien, and... Or Yogu, not Damien. Yogu, Bungus, and Roger. He can just barely reach Roger. First... Swear to God, if these decided to stop being whispered... Good. To hit Yogu, nat 20.
Ouch.
To hit Roger, 26. To hit Bungus, another nat 20.
Wow. Starting off strong.
All
right.
I dodge.
Bringing in a new character, one of us has to die, I guess.
Do you dodge? Is that a option
no,
that your
I
character...
was joking.
Yeah, I
Alright.
actually can.
Bungus is not
Bungus,
a
you
bit of
take 15 plus 7 bludgeoning damage, so 22.
11.
Halved because you're raging.
He is raging.
11.
Alright, Roger, you take 10 bludgeoning.
Okay. You said 10, right?
10, and you also
Jeez.
noticed you are suddenly covered in a mysterious slime. And...
Okay. Wasn't there a save against that previously?
Yogu... Constitution save, my bad.
Okay. I'm gonna use my reaction to
ye-
have the damage, by the way. Uncanny dodge, and then con save. That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Alright. Nice. You succeed on your con save. Yogu, I'm rolling shit on damage at least. Yogu, you take 17 total. 13 plus 4, because fucking
That's
double
that's
net.
not... Oh wait, I'm actually knocked out of my animal form.
Quetzalcoatlus state.
Yep. I am Yogu once more.
You can delete your token.
Yeah. And I'm at
And
66.
pop you down right there.
I'm at 66 health.
Alright. And that is this creature's turn. Damien, you're up.
Whoa. Sorry, I thought it was muted. Sorry.
Damien, on your turn, you do hear a kobold in the distance shouting and seeming to try to fight back against this shark creature.
You're muted, Matt. I just sort of felt, damn it.
Can I... Can I, as a free object interaction, can I grab, like, my axes on a run? Like, reach down and grab it while I'm running?
I'll say you can.
Cool. Okay, what I want to do, can I do the dash? But while I'm dashing, I would like to be, can I get out my shield and start smacking the axe on it?
Oh, like trying to draw him over to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I aggro the shark?
I'll allow that.
Sick. That's a
Alright.
good idea.
Is that your turn?
How does the shark react? Otherwise, that is my turn, yes.
The shark. Let me roll a wisdom. The shark hears you, and you have his attention. He doesn't move over to you right away, but you have his attention.
That's my turn.
Next up, our eels are gonna slither over here. Fungus, you're up.
That was
also Bungus.
That was Bungus, yeah. I'm gonna punch. Oh, nice. Sick, nasty. What the fuck? Alright, there we go. 2, does the 23 hit?
23 does hit.
I'm gonna...
I would hope so.
Someone's going noodling.
9, 10? 10 damage there. I'm gonna...
Sometimes when Taylor rolls to attack, I just assume...
It's +2 from rage.
Sorry,
and then +1.
No, I know. I know what it is, but I'm just like... It never says it right.
Yeah. But, so that's my first hit. I'm going to spend a key point, do flurry of blows. 1, 2... Oh, wow. Wow. That'll be...
That's bad news, Chelsea.
We're only getting half that conversation.
She said the internet might be going out.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Bungus stands there.
If Bungus finishes his turn and I cut out, Yogu can go, and then Roger can go.
Gotcha.
We'll let you know what we do.
Yeah,
and
I can't do anything.
no, don't apologize, but just in case, all this shark's gonna do is run over here 30 feet on his turn. So then, Perlin can also go.
Cool.
Gotcha. Is your turn over, Bungus?
Yes.
Okay.
I missed. Just kind of stand there awkwardly, punching air.
All right.
We all do that from time to time.
You are like punching against this creature, but standing on top of it, there's this slimy ooze over, like, coating its body. Some of your hits land and seem to like do damage, but a lot of them just kind of like get caught on the side, and just the grease kind of makes them slide off. All right, Yogu, you're up.
All right. So Yogu gets hit by this catfish monster creature, and his animal shape is dispelled, and he just kind of collapses onto the these little stone steps right here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gasping for air due to this weird curse or whatever. So he's just gonna kind of dive into the water, and then he's going to use his last level 4 spell slot and cast Guardian of Nature as a bonus action. And he's going to choose the Primal Beast. Let me link that if I can. There we go. He's going to choose Primal Beast, and then he is going to use his action to shapeshift into a different animal. He's gonna turn into a plesiosaurus.
Into a plesiosaur.
Yeah. if that's
token for that,
allowed.
So basically,
I can
Yogu
grab a
comes from
token for
Jurassic Park crossed with the Lost World, or not the Lost World, Land of the Lost.
Land of the Lost.
If you want the stat block, I can link it to you.
No, I don't need the stat block. I just need to go grab another token. Like, I told you, send me a list of the things you're gonna use.
After I sent you all that, I was like, I could turn into a plesiosaur. I kind of like that. There's a lot of different there's a lot of different animals I can turn into.
I know, but I wanted to have tokens and stat sheets ready for you. Okay, it is under Beast, I think. Alright, I'm grabbing this token while you change in. Tell me your rolls to hit, and...
Alright, well, I'm currently under the effects of Guardian of Nature, so I make strength-based attack rolls with advantage, but I will be in the water. I'll, dive under the water, I guess. I don't know how deep this creature is. I kind of want to, swim under it as I'm shape-shifting and then pop out the other
water
side.
here is probably about, 20, 30 feet deep. It's relatively shallow because you're in a dock area, but
Okay.
this thing's probably about 6 feet tall, so you can move under it.
Okay, Yoga will do that. He'll swim underneath it, and then once he's on the other side, he'll turn into the plesiosaurus. And then just as he shapeshifts, his long neck with a snapping jaw flings out at the creature and tries to bite him with advantage. 25 to hit.
Nice.
For 18 plus an additional d6.
25 is definitely going to hit.
So that's 18 piercing damage plus 5 extra force damage.
Alright.
Then Yogu's just going to rip out a chunk. He's going to rip out a chunk of this thing and he's going to eat it. And then that'll be his turn.
So that was 12 piercing plus 18 piercing?
18. Oh, I rolled with advantage because of the Guardian of Nature. So it's 18 piercing plus 5 force damage.
Alright, plus the 5 force damage. Alright, yep. Sorry, I was focused on getting your token.
Oh, no, you're fine, you're fine.
You should have control over it now.
Cool. Alright, that'll be my turn.
Roger, you're up.
Okay. I would like to move my hunter's mark from this dead shark guy to the catfish creature.
Alright.
And then I'm just run and jump in the air and just slam down with my sword. I'm pretty sure I have to move my hunter's mark with... Oh shit. It's not
a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If target drops to 0, use a bonus action. Okay, so I just have the one attack.
Wait, did you roll a concentration save when he hit you?
Ooh, good call. 15, so that's a success.
Yep, you're good.
Alright, I'm going to stab him with the cutlass. That's this one. Okay, that's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. And I also want to use my last spell slot to Divine Smite. Is this creature a fiend or undead?
Neither.
Okay. That's fine then. Alright, so that does 15, 7, 22 plus 3. So 25 points of damage.
Alright. Takes 25.
That's it. And that's my last spell slot. Okay. Yeah, so I just run up, slam the sword into it, and then that's my turn.
Alright. That's Roger's turn. We have the shark doing the same that he already took his turn, and Perlin, you're up.
Is it possible for me to do the same thing I did last stream?
Just shoot magic missiles?
Yeah.
Do you want to move any closer to the action?
Sure.
I know you can't see, but
maybe like here, where he has a good line of sight.
Yeah. I'm going to move you 30 feet to where you have a better line of sight on both targets. There are two eels. There are two eels, a shark creature and the giant fish creature in your line of sight.
You said
The spell slots for
2 eels, 2 shark creatures.
Yeah, there are 2 eels, 2 shark creatures. I'm checking his spell slots right now.
Do you always check his spell slots? Their spell slots when they cast? I guess I was just.
No,
Mine was
just
more-
because he doesn't have the. Just because he can't see it.
He doesn't have it open.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't always check. I trust you guys most of the time. It's just he didn't have the sheet open.
Yeah,
Thing is
if you need to
all
cast it at a
Wait.
higher level, that's fine.
If you have, which way do you do your spell slots? Because are you like out of spell slots on it?
I don't know if he tracks his that way.
What is it?
Uh-oh. He's talking about the internet going out. I think it finally did.
I'm surprised his internet's going out. Is it a scheduled thing? It's not doing that here.
What provider does he have?
I think he has Spectrum, but maybe.
Uh-oh.
No, wait.
Do you remember being out of spell slots? Or if you start yours at 4 and no, that's it.
He like got everything all at once.
We missed all of that.
Fuck
Quinn.
this shit, I'm
Except for
going
the
home.
fast forward.
I don't know what all you just heard. I was just
We heard everything.
Chelsea if
Like
you-
it caught all the it caught everything back up. It's really weird.
yeah. I don't know where do I need to start.
We didn't. After you asked about the spell slots, we basically got a fast forward version of everything. We didn't hear anything after. How do you do your spell slots?
Okay. Well, do you start at 0 and count up, or do you start at the max and count down?
Start at
is
the
what I'm
max and
asking,
count
'cause-
down.
Okay, so you are out of spell slots.
All of them?
That doesn't make sense because we just took a short rest. I think Connor just didn't reset his.
That's more likely.
So, how many spells has he casted so far? Because I think he's only casted. We only went through one round of combat last time.
I'm just gonna let him fix it. I'm just gonna say you've earned at least 3 level 1 spell slots. I'm just gonna
He did 2.
let you fix it later.
2 level 2 magic missiles, and 2. This will be now 2 level 1 magic missiles, if I
Right.
remember correctly. So I think it should be 4 total.
Weren't me
Right, but I'm
and
rolling my
Curlin away
D4.
from combat though? Like
Right.
we had to run here.
I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
you
but when you
throw
guys
3
ran in,
more
it was
magic
like
missiles
5.
at the big
There's like
creature.
5 total things.
Got it.
So
Yeah, that's good.
that's minus. It's a D4 plus 1, right?
Yes.
So 12. All right. Creature's not looking super great. On his turn, he is going to submerge into the water.
Oh shit.
In the water.
What happens to the people who are standing on top of him?
You are now floating in the water.
Okay.
Can I argue that
Uh,
the fish sinking me also pulls me down
He is pretty
like
stout.
with it?
I will let you roll an athletics save to try to hold on to some part of the fish. Athletics are raw dex, whichever one you want to do. Athletics or raw dex to hold on to the fish.
I do not.
You do not hold on to the fish. He is a slippery boy, and he goes down, and you are now floating on the water's surface.
Shit, Bunkus can't swim.
How far does he go down?
As far down as you are, because he's taking 2 swipes at you.
Oh no.
15 to hit, 23 to hit, and then another tentacle, and then his tail is going to come up above the water and try to hit. Rolling a d4, even is Bungus, odd is Roger.
Swing at me, baby.
14.
Miss.
Alright, does the 15 or 20 hit?
Yeah. those
Coleman.
two.
Alright.
Yeah.
10 bludgeoning and 14 bludgeoning.
10 bludgeoning and 14 bludgeoning.
All right.
Okay.
That is.
I need to make two
that is
con saves.
its turn. You do need to make 2 con saves.
That's a success. That is also a success.
Damien, you're up.
Damien's gonna finish his run, drop his weapons, and just fucking swing at the drop like the axe and the shield.
The rectangle.
I was like, hold on a second, he's gonna fucking bear arm all this shit.
Swing at the rectangle at -5. That's gonna be a
there
10.
was a flavor you could have added that. Does a 10 hit? 10 misses.
Going to carry the momentum and swing again at a -5.
All right.
The 13.
13 hits.
There we
Damn.
go. That's 23 damage.
Nice.
23. It's not looking good.
And I didn't kill anything. That's my turn. Actually, scratch that. Bonus action to use it as a shield. So I raise my AC +2.
Bonus action, use it as a shield. Got it.
Smart.
All right, these eels. This one is going to move 60 feet towards your fight, and this one is going to also dip down, slither 30 feet up this rail. All right. Bungus.
Fuck him up, Bungus.
At the start of your turn, as this creature goes below the water, I'm going to disconnect and reconnect and see if that fixes some of my problems that I'm currently having. I will.
You will what?
I will.
Yeah, he
Oh,
will.
no. Oh no.
All right. We here? Am I back?
Mhm.
Right. As he goes below the water, you have a vision. You're in this weird cave. And you look down and you have feathers, but everyone's got feathers. There's a bunch of people around you, and it's almost like you're seeing out of all of their eyes at the same time. And
Oh yeah, shit.
they're
I
all
forgot about-
marching somewhere together. And then they all just sit down in the middle of this cave. They sit for a long time, years, even decades, centuries. And the whole time these like coral structures, this detritus, these like barnacles, these like crustaceanly bits start growing over their bodies and encasing them. And at one point, all you can see is their silhouette. And eventually, time goes on even further, and you can't even see their silhouettes anymore. It's just this perfect, almost egg-like shape. And then you see these eggs crack. And you see a white tentacle come out, looking very similar to this creature that is currently in front of you. However, you've had plenty of visions before, and this one's different. Most of your visions, you have these, like, time distortions, or you're dreaming or something, but you know exactly where you are, no time has passed, and it's less like a vision and almost more like a... Go ahead and take your turn.
Wait, do I do anything because of the slime? I forgot about the slime.
You're in the water, you're fine.
Oh, so that wiped it up. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, because I couldn't breathe on air. Or on land. That's what Now I remember. Question. Do my gloves, like, bolt things go through water?
Convince me they do.
They're magic.
It's magic.
Bullets go through water.
Yeah, exactly. My
Convinced.
it's like bullets that come from my punches. I would like to use a bonus action to spend 1 key point to put 5 charges. Wait. Yeah, 5 charges each. So I will.
This thing's probably about.
About what
About what?
about what?
Is he mumbling or
No,
that's
no,
you.
about
am I
what?
cutting out?
You cut out about
You said
what?
about, and then I saw your hands teleport to your face, and then a beer appeared in your hand, and then your hands went back in front of your face.
I did? Oh,
Yeah, that's what. About what?
I-
Like he went down about.
I don't even remember what I said about.
He went
I think I'm still having internet.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You are still having
Okay,
internet.
Bungus, you punch this thing with bullets.
Is he within?
Ignore the
60
fact that I
feet?
said about. I have no idea what that is.
No, I thought you were going to say, hey, how deep he went. Is he within 60 feet?
Yeah, he's about 10 feet under you. That's what I
Okay.
said.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
About 10 feet under.
All you said was he said about, and I was like, I have no idea what about
That was
means
literally
in this
all
context.
you go about, and then your hands were together, and then you were drinking a beer.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I'm going to.
Sick.
I think
Sick.
we just said this is
Alright.
unarmed.
I'm pretty sure it's just a straight unarmed strike.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
attacks.
Right.
Voila! And then
18 will hit.
voila!
Say 15 hit.
Well, yeah, it does a.
It's like a 16 or something, is it? But
No, it's 15.
No.
It's only
Okay.
that's the damage.
I don't get. Yeah, this is different damage.
wait, this
so-
isn't the damage.
It's not the-
these are
yeah,
hit.
it's different
a
damage.
15 to hit.
But I still get the +1 from.
Yeah, the
glove.
15 misses.
Okay. Okay.
Is what I'm
I
saying.
do 1d6 plus 1. Is that what it is? Yeah, roll 1d6 plus 1. And can I convince you that it's going to get knocked at. It says 10. Oh, it says be knocked prone. Never mind. You can't be knocked prone in the water, I assume. But like, there's a strength throw and all of that. So
Yeah, I don't think you'd be knocked prone when you're in water.
can I
Sorry.
put? Can I argue that it pushes
yeah.
that? Can I argue that it pushes
It
down
disorients it.
further?
I'll let you argue that. What's your DC? I'll let you argue that you can push him down with some force if he fails the save.
It's a DC 12 strength saving. It's low, so
Well, he failed.
Nice.
fucking gets pushed.
His
Just like
body. His body slams into Yogu's plesiosaur body with a little bit of force.
Yoko goes. Ah.
Yogu takes 1d6 bludgeoning.
Can I argue that this is an
Ooh.
assist to Yogu? I'm setting him up for a good old,
Setting me up for
Tail
success.
You're setting him up for success? Alright.
like I'm pushing
You
him
take
down.
2 bludgeoning,
into him.
Yogu.
2 bludgeon.
Oh no!
Alright.
Actually, I'm unconscious.
Oh no!
I'm unconscious. Alright. Alright, is that your turn?
Yes.
At the end of your turn, the creature lashes out with his tail against Yogu as he comes down. Nat 1 to hit! Yogu, you're up.
So after this thing tries to whip its tail at Yogu, I imagine Yogu like does some evasive maneuvering in the water, dodges it, and then just like, I don't know, pushes himself forward and then wraps his long ass neck around its body and then just takes a chunk out of it, or tries to at least.
All right.
So that'll be another bite attack with advantage because of my Guardian of Nature. Probably won't hit,
those,
right?
Those are raw? Then
Both
neither
of those
hit.
are raw. Alright, Yogu tries to bite, but he doesn't get a good bite.
Yogu, you're chomping at him, but he's kind of slippery and the water's really murky around him.
That was for the 2 bludgeoning damage that I took. For my Guardian of Nature spell. Okay, in that case, Yogu will he'll kind of swim his way here, and then he'll end his turn.
All right, Roger, you are swimming dead in the water.
Yeah. Roger says, "Fuck this shit." Gets out of the water. Roger is actually going to use his feline agility and double his speed until the end of turn.
Okay.
And so he's gonna move 10. He's gonna move down here and make a 2 attacks. He's gonna make a cutlass attack. It's a 12 to hit the eel.
Just hits.
Woo! And then offhand. Oh shit. Oh, okay, I did hit it. 24 to hit.
Both hit.
Alright, so the first one will have sneak attack. Oh, jeez, that's low. Alright, so that's 15 on the first attack. And then
Alright.
6 on the second. So a total of 21.
You kill it.
Awesome.
Nice.
So just run up, just shaking the water off, like, fuck this stupid little catfish shit, and then just, like, spin around and sashimi this eel creature. And then just sort of, like, pant
Right.
in place as he sort of shakes off more of the water. That ends my turn.
Alright. At the end of your turn, the Aboleth is going to do another... I keep calling it... Don't look this up if you don't know what it is. 17 to hit Bungus. Stop saying what it is, Quentin.
Ow!
I would like to use...
Ow! Ow!
Sorry, 1 second. I got a feat. Sentinel.
Oh.
I can use my reaction. When a creature
How
within
close
5...
do they have to be?
When a creature within 5 feet of... Here, I'll just link it. When a creature within 5 feet of me makes an attack against a target other than me, I can use my reaction to make a melee attack against the attacking creature.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, so I
Yeah.
still hit Bungus.
Yeah, you still
17
hit him.
bludgeoning.
Ah! 17.
To 8.
17, half to 8, I guess, yeah.
Oh.
That is with advantage, because of my Guardian of Nature. 18.
18 will hit.
Nice. That's 13 piercing plus an additional...
Yeah.
Creature
Creature
force
is-
damage.
Well, it takes the additional 1. You might need it. You never know. In the meantime, it is now the Goblin Shark Goblin's turn. He is going to attack against Damien with 8 to hit and 4 to hit, so it does not matter that Damien's not here.
Perfect.
Alright. Herlin, you are up again.
Same thing.
So there's
I don't know.
a
Captain
goblin.
Missiles.
So there's a goblin shark that's attacking Damien. There's the big thing that's underwater, which you probably can't see, and then there's this.
He would not be able to
eel
see the eel at this point.
Is also underwater. So really, I think the goblin shark's his only realistic target. because
Okay.
the aboleth.
The aboleth is also
Underwater.
just went underwater. Damien, in the meantime, you just dodged the goblin shark, like, starts swinging at you with its claws. You knock both of them off.
You're also muted.
You want to just cast it at level... you want to just cast it at level 1, level 2? What do you want to cast it at?
You might as well sleep the spell slots, if I'm being honest.
Firebolt that bitch.
I think he could chill touch it.
Oh yeah, actually he's got.
Yeah, he doesn't have firebolt, but he has chill touch.
Connor, are you there still?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to chill touch?
Sure.
The goblin
Alright.
shark doesn't look too healthy, and you might not need to go all out.
Yeah. Chill touch, 9 necrotic. Alright. It doesn't get any bonuses, does it?
No.
25 to hit will definitely hit. Alright, that's Perlin's turn. Alright, it is Tentacolino's turn. He is going to make 1 attack against this plesiosaur monster in front of him. 17 to hit.
That will hit.
12 bludgeoning. Then, sensing that something is going on with Bungus,
Ah,
he looks up at Bungus with these big eyes. And Bungus, you can feel it looking at you. Roll a wisdom save.
oh,
That's a natural 20.
Poetic.
You hear in your head offerings. You hear barking. You see your brewery with your name and your family back. But you shake your head and you manage to get those thoughts out. That will be its turn. Damien, you're up.
Damien's going to smack the shit out of the shark at a -5. 11.
Just misses.
Swinging again. Momentum, baby. 14. 24 damage. Just making goblin shark sashimi.
Alright. How do you kill him?
I imagine I just do like a full like spinning attack at him, just like a full like 720 spin.
So goblin sharks have these little like almost like not pharyngeal, but they have like a detachable like shootout jaw. And I imagine in your spin attack you just cut the bottom of its jaw off and its face just plants flat against the floor.
Basically what I imagine is like if like anytime you've seen like a ninja blender like take something into it, that's what I'm doing with a shark. Just full puree.
Alright. That
Goblin
is
shark comfy.
Damien's turn. We are going to move 60 feet underwater, and we're gonna make an attack against this plesiosaur. I'm gonna assume a 12 misses.
12 will miss, yeah.
BT dubs, can I
Unfortunate.
move 30 feet towards where everybody else is fighting?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, just
On your
kind of
turn.
a sidebar.
Absolutely. Oh no, I didn't give you the opportunity to say it, and that was my bad. Bungus, you're up.
So he's more than 60 feet at this point, right?
He's only like lowest he could get is like 20 feet. So you're
I thought you said 60
well within
feet.
range.
Okay.
No. That was the eel moving over.
Oh, the eel moved.
Yeah, that was the eel can move
Misunderstood.
60 feet, yeah.
Misunderstood. Can Bungus breathe underwater? Like,
He can try.
I mean, he breathed like when the water hit him, but like, I'll go under. What's my swimming speed? Is it halved?
I think it's your movement speed halved, yeah.
Yeah, standard it is.
So 17. I'd like to go down 5 feet and try and take a breath.
Alright. Move down 5 feet, you inhale some water, and goes in. Feels just as easy as breathing air would normally.
Fuck, I'm gonna fucking... if I go down... So the max he can go is 20. If I go down 17, can I hit him? 17 the max. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dive down.
He's not quite on the bottom, so you probably only need to go down 15.
Gotcha. I'm gonna dive down and I'm gonna fucking punch. Oh, 15 doesn't hit. I'm gonna use my last key point to flurry of blows. Hey,
there we go.
Nice fucking
You're
shit.
rolling at disadvantage, right? I'm just clarifying.
Am I?
Does he have swim speed or does he have half swim speed?
Why is he rolling a
He does not have a swim speed because he's underwater.
Oh.
I
Range
don't know.
attacks underwater. I think it depends on the.
He's not doing ranged attacks. He's trying to punch.
He's a melee, yeah.
And
punch.
even-
Oh,
melee
you were gonna
attack.
swim all the way down. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, it would be a disadvantage.
Yeah.
I thought you
Okay,
were still
so-
blasting out of your.
20.
Being at disadvantage does, I'm gonna say, it being at disadvantage does mean that you only rolled one unarmed strike earlier. Unfortunately, an 8 will not hit. Your flurry of blows will hit with a 23, though.
So he still has one more strike.
God damn it, dude! What the fuck?
Brutal.
You can roll damage on one flurry of
Damn,
blows.
that's so unfortunate.
Such a inordinate amount of
9.
20s you're rolling tonight.
Yeah.
9 damage. Fucking. I'm just screaming.
I will. I'm gonna give you a DM inspiration to take the disadvantage away from that last one because holy shit. You can have your nat 20. I will give it to you.
9, so yeah, 18 damage. That's unfortunate.
This creature is starting to move a bit slower, looking a lot worse. Yogu.
All right. Yogu's taken a few beatings, but he's still ready to rumble. Yogu is going to just do a bite attack as the Plesiosaurus.
All right.
25 to advantage. So. Oh wait,
25 will hit. Yeah, you have advantage, so the 14 would miss. 25 will hit. That's 11, right?
11 plus a d6 because of my
Right.
thing. So 13, and then I'm going to use one of my racial feats actually. Hungry Jaws.
There is this little eel smacking at you.
Yogu wants the big prey.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I can make a bite attack. And if it hits, I deal normal damage and gain temporary HP equal to my con modifier. So as a bonus action, I'm going to make another bite attack.
15 misses.
22.
22 hits.
Plus another d6.
Fuck.
That's 22 damage total. And then I gain 3 temporary HP. So that would be 13 plus 22, so what?
I've been keeping up. I've been keeping up. You did exactly 22 at that last moment.
And
How
I
do you want to
gained-
do this?
Oh, seriously?
Nice.
After
You did
Fungus,
exactly 22 on the last hit.
So after Bungus, like, you know, he dives underwater and just beats the fuck out of this thing. I imagine it's kind of like a little disoriented underwater, and then you see a dark shape move underneath it, and then the plesiosaurus head kind of lunges forward, just grabs the thing by the neck, and just rips a chunk, like a big ass chunk, out of its body, and it just like bleeds out in the water and just struggles for a bit, and then goes limp. And then Yogu starts eating.
As this creature was lashing out at Bungus, its attention seemed to be focused on the dwarf. This reptilian snake-like head grabs it by the face and rips it like off by the skull. Its blood clouds the water along with the murky ooze it was emitting.
Righteous.
It is no longer moving.
That's Bungus' not Bungus, that's Yogu's turn.
With that, I'm gonna say we can end the combat. Because this creature has shit itself to death. Seeing
Checks out.
mostly, Roger, if you can deal 20 damage to it, I'll let you do it. But
The eel?
yeah,
I'm not even heading that way, so I'm gonna
exactly.
go. Yeah, I was gonna go shake down
Dubrio.
Dubrio. I knew it started with a D. The only word I could think of was Damien.
Alright. Alright. That, we are exiting our combat. Yogu's plesiosaurus form munching on another eel, like a small chew toy or a snack. What would you all like to do?
Yeah, so I'm on my way to Dubrio's boat.
Alright. Go to Dubrio's boat.
And I would like to just sort of charge in, grab him by the lapels. I'm assuming he's wearing some sort of jacket-like thing.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you summon here, you horned piece of shit?
As you grab him, as you reach out to grab him, roll a strength save or dex save. I'll let you pick.
That is an easy choice. One is a +6, one is a -1.
Okay.
I don't have my
Ooh.
weapons out, I just grab him.
Right. Well, I nat 19. So as you're trying to grab him, this mechanical form next to you's arm shoots out and seems to like guard him.
Okay. Even if I still can't grab him, I'll just be like, "Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck did you do? Why are there these sea monster creatures fucking shit up?"
He kind of puts his hands up and he's like, look, I don't know, I didn't... We were just having dinner, there was something that shook the boat, I've never seen anything like this before in my life, but I swear you have my utmost thanks for what you've done.
I would like to make an insight check to see if he is lying about never seeing anything like this before, specifically.
You can make an insight check.
Yeah, it's not real great.
You get the sense that this guy, if he wanted to lie to you, he could, and you wouldn't figure it out.
You lying son of a bitch! I know you have something to do with this. These things didn't show up until you showed up. Just so happens they come up by the dock next to your boat? I don't think so. Your metal man won't always be here to guard you. I'll be back. And I'll just head out.
Before you leave, you mentioned the metal man. Roll a history or insight check. Whichever one you want.
Straight rolls either way. Let's do history. Bam. 7.
Roll another insight at the same time.
Okay. 9.
Jesus.
Roger's not the best in brain functions.
He's still drunk.
Oh,
From those interviews.
well, I was not actually drunk. I laid on hands, so I cured myself of that poison.
Oh, okay.
Roger, you notice something about this robot metal man form in front of you. There's something a little familiar about him, but you can't quite pin it.
Okay. I'm just gonna scowl at both of them before I walk out of the cabin after delivering my threat.
Alright. Anybody else want to do anything?
I do have a question. Are the dead eels and goblin sharks and things, are they just sort of sitting there rotting, or are they like...
Their bodies are just there rotting in the streets.
They don't seem like any sort of... So they seem like natural,
they seem
quote-unquote creatures, not any sort of plane-shifted things or whatever that would disappear. So, okay, cool.
As you're leaving, you're starting to walk up the staircase of the dock. You see Dubrio come out and say, Wait, did you all... Where were the other two that I was with?
If he's talking to me, I completely ignore him. Like, I don't care about this guy at all. I'm gonna come back and kill him later. Theoretically.
Okay.
When he said that the two that he was talking about Yogu and Bungus?
Yeah, those were the two he was with earlier.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Can we still breathe underwater?
You can still breathe underwater.
Do we have to breathe underwater?
You are struggling to breathe air anytime you go up above the surface.
Oh no.
That's inconvenient.
I'll just I'll just chill like right on these stairs, I guess. Just like kind of chill in the water.
Just keep sticking your face underneath it.
Whenever Dubrio mentions the two he was talking before, Yogo will just wave his arm, be like, "Over here."
All right. Damien, Bungus, or Damien, Perlin, you guys doing anything in particular?
What happened here?
We don't know. Yogu and Bungus came to have delicious hen, and we were speaking with Horn Dubrio, and fish monsters came. They attacked, we kill, and they were delicious.
Well, that's certainly not the weirdest thing that's ever happened to us.
But Yoga, we sorry to interrupt. Yoga, we need to have a talk about trusting people way too much. I feel...
What do you mean?
I feel like I should have stepped in. And I feel kind of bad that, like, you know, you spent all this money on your...
Oh, yes, Yogu's new staff. It doesn't look pretty.
I don't think that staff is all that you... think it's to be, and I should have caught on earlier.
What are you
I'd
saying,
like-
short one?
I'd like to give Yogu like 750 gold and be like, I am so sorry for not like, buddy, you got scammed. I'm sorry. I should have said something.
Yogo doesn't. What is scam?
The stick is just a stick, my guy. It's not.
And it is
Wait,
a very beautiful stick.
Have we done an Arcana check or anything on it?
I don't think so.
No,
Yogo literally.
you haven't done anything with the stick.
Here's a fancy druid stick. Here you go, and Yogo spent 2,000 gold on it.
I think you paid a bit too much on it.
Oh well, Yogu appreciates your money gift.
I feel really bad. I should have said something.
As you all are reconvening around the dock, Bungus and Yogu both have to sit in the water. They don't seem to be able to come back onto the land. Dubrio and his metal man walk up to you. Did you all manage to... Do you have any idea what those things were?
No, do you?
I've never seen anything like that in my life before.
Yeah, that's what you said. Think anyone here's buying that bullshit?
I've seen a lot of things over a lot of years. I have sold a lot of things over a lot of years, but I have never seen... kind of like pointing to this goblin shark carcass over here. I've seen things that look like that, but never one with arms and feet that can walk around like that. Herlin, if you're hearing me, if you can, I see you're in the game now.
Yeah.
When he walks up, I would like you to roll either a history or arcana check.
Okay.
Ooh. That's a very good check. Alright. So, in your time at the National Eklund University of the Magical Arts, or NUMA, as it's known to the alumni, you studied wizardry, but you knew a bunch of majors of the other magical fields. You knew some artificers, and some of the more advanced artificers, mainly grad students, professors, whatnot, would sometimes have these little metal contraptions called homunculus that followed them around. You know, the magic behind that is something like you take an object that already has some kind of connection to the celestial forces, or to the cosmic energies, you know, and you basically create a really tiny piece of a soul, like an artificial soul, and you put it into this object, and that becomes the heart of whatever little construct they're incarnating. But most of those operate like drones, basically. And this thing kind of gives you a similar vibe, but on a whole nother level. You know there is a theoretical concept called a warforged, which would be like you're creating a full human soul, but artificial, and then having it incarnate a body. But this is like theoretical magic that the smartest people you've ever met all tell you we're thousands of years off from creating something like that. And you're pretty confident that what you're looking at is one of those warforged.
Okay, wow. Well, I'll share that.
Where'd you stumble across this marvelous metal man? I'm pretty certain you didn't make it.
Well, if you must know, I found him. Well, I found him in the jungle. He was all cut up and didn't move around much when I first saw him, but brought him back to my ship. Did a few mending spells here and there, and then he just popped to life. Still don't know all the things he can do. Cook's a mean hen, I'll tell you. Roger. After Perlin points it out to you, or says this, you kind of give him a bit more of an inspection, and you notice, because you've been kind of pondering it for a second, there's something familiar about him. You notice on his shoulder there is a little emblem that appears to be almost like an elvish skull. You can tell it's elvish, like more narrow jaw, wider eyes, 2 little horns, and a crossbone behind it. And you recognize that emblem because you had been sailing under it for several years.
So this is Hexbeard's emblem?
That is the emblem that was on Hexbeard's flag.
Oh shit! That was the pirate lord that Roger and I.
You guys were under,
right?
Yeah.
So, where did you get, this metal man?
I already told you, I found him in the jungle. He was all battered up. I fixed him.
Well, you
Had
see,
vines growing over him. Seemed like he was there for a while.
I don't know if I necessarily believe that. Because you see, that marking right there. That was the marking of someone I know. Knew. And, he wouldn't let something, so valuable just rot away in the jungle. Did you steal it?
I do not steal. I am much more of a scavenger. Lost things seem to find their way to me no matter what they are. You can't get a read on him,
Can't.
but you kind of believe him? I have no reason to lie right now. If you're interested in him, I can sell him to you. For the right price, of course.
Well, you see, as the last 2 surviving members of, dearly departed Hexbeard's crew, I think we're entitled to his lost property.
All I know about this Hexbeard is he is currently straddling the unkindness's mast, last I checked.
I did say dearly departed.
But if you need to know anything more about him, I mean, y'all did just save my life here. He holds his hand out and a piece of paper, just appears in it. This was inside of him when I found him.
I'm not touching anything you've touched. Yogu, grab that paper.
Okay. Yogu grabs the paper. How much will this cost, Yogu? You go at 750 gold.
Yogu, no, please. Yogu.
Well, I couldn't make heads or tails of what it meant or what it was, but no telling. It is in the notes.
Oh, that was you saying it.
Yeah, it is in the notes. If you want to read it.
I met my lady fair with both sun and moon in air. We left together at high tide, my sweet Susan?
Sustan?
Sustan of... Sorry, I'm not very good at reading cursive.
Fireside.
No, you're good.
Fireside. Sustan of Fireside. I waltzed with her... Oh, no.
Yeah, I waltzed with her till the sky grew scarlet. 3 turns round with the lady Carlet. Carlet? Yeah. She taught me secrets glowing in the waves and lured me down with amber gaze. She walked me through her verdant valley and battered me in her intemperate galley. Upon this rock we will build our life. This lady fair shall be my wife. Has my love I cannot stay. My soul is bound to be away. My oath and gift have demands of me, but my heart is yours to share with the sea.
Now, how many of those lines were vagina metaphors?
A lot of them.
None of them, but okay.
It's old interpretation.
What is this smut that you have given us?
Why do all these ink splotches look like a pastor's dick?
Is this your fanfic? What is this?
I have no idea what you're... It was inside of him!
Why were you inside of him?
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
fixing him! He was broken!
We are not going to be buying this
That sounds like you're taking
clearly
advantage
heavily
of him.
used servant.
It's okay.
We will be saving him from your greasy hands.
It's okay, Dubrio. Yogu puts his hand on his shoulder. Yogu does not judge.
I don't...
We must take him away so he will never be inside of him again.
You're lucky we don't bring the judiciary into this.
Shameful.
He's speechless.
No, we just confuse so many people when we walk up and do this shit.
I have... Look,
I'm gonna take the war
Little
force by
man,
the hand and take
we're
it back to the
going,
ship.
we're going back, and we are setting sail tonight. We are getting away from these Cretans. But I appreciate you for rescuing my life. If I meet you on the sea again, I will offer you my wares. Goodbye.
Wait till the metal man's going with him?
Hey, Metal Man.
Metal Man seems to be following him.
Would I?
Oh no,
recognize-
Metal Man, he's gonna go inside of you!
Okay, so obviously recognized the mark of Hexbeard. Would I have
Yep.
known if Hexbeard had made other creations similar to this?
Roll
Like, would it have been a common thing?
a...
Damn.
You don't need to roll.
Time on his
I'll just
food.
let you know what you know about Hexbeard. From what you remember of Hexbeard, he was a pretty soft-spoken, quiet guy, but whenever he did speak, he could command an audience pretty well. He ran a pretty big ship that would normally require a lot of crew, but he always seemed to be much lighter on crew than most other ships of his similar size. Normally, a ship of his size would take like 30 to 50 people to crew, and he would do it with maybe 15. And that's because most of his ships seemed automated in a way other ships weren't. He had a bunch of little metal contraptions, homunculi, that would walk around on his ship. And most of them would just kind of do menial tasks or take care of the crew. The crew seemed to be there just to like plunder things.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you guys would plunder a like merchant ship or vessel, he would pretty much always give you guys all of the gold and emeralds and rubies. And he would only take 1 or 2 weird artifacts and then hide them away in his captain's quarters. and the entire time you sailed on his ship, neither you nor Yogu nor any crewmate you have had ever seen the inside of his captain's quarters.
Gotcha.
He was very defensive about that.
Yes. So there were no. So a lot of the ship was automated, but were there other automatons like this on board? What I'm specifically looking for is
none like this one. Okay. None like this. There were little homunculi, like I was saying for Perlin's check, but there were none like this one. This one's on a whole nother level.
Did he have sort of a standard name that he called his contraptions?
He would give all of them little names, but they would just be kind of descriptive names. Like, there was one that was just a flying teapot, and he would call it Teapot.
Gotcha. Okay. I was specifically trying to see if I could discern what its potential name could have been to try to sway it to our side.
Roll a history check, now knowing what you actually are looking for.
16? If he names things...
You remember whenever he was calling on his... You do remember whenever he was calling on his contraptions, and getting them to stop whatever the task they were doing, he would always like hold his hand up and shout, "Attention!"
Okay. I will try that. So as they start to walk away, I'll just raise my hand up in the air. Hey! Attention! See if it stops.
The contraption... The metal man stops in his tracks. Dubrio walks a few more steps, notices the footsteps are not following him, and turns around and he's like, "Now come on now."
Take a stab in the dark. Bodyguard! You're with me. Come now. And I'll just start walking the other direction. Start listening for footsteps. Shit. Shit balls, fuck.
Hello.
Damn it.
Hello.
Literally right as the fucking moment
you had just woken up on the side of the street with a giant shark man standing over you who ate your only friend. Not necessarily your only friend, but one of your friends that was standing next to you.
Cool.
And these guys saved you from it. Yeah.
Oh, they saved me? Okay, they're not in the party with the shark man?
They're not in the party with the shark man.
Okay. Oh, thank you, gracious saviors. My name is Nox. I'm a 2-foot tall kobold, as you can tell. With green scales, if you're colorblind.
Who also has green scales. It is very nice to meet you, Nox.
Oh, hello, person with green scales. Nice to meet you.
Oh, great. Now we've got two of them.
What does that mean, Damien? What do you mean, two of them?
Yeah, what do you mean, two of them?
You know what I mean by two of them.
It's okay, Nox. Yogu will warn you. Damien is very racist.
Everybody's a little bit racist. Let's be real here.
Alright. As Nox walks up and greets the rest of the crew, Roger, you were talking to the attention?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Said something about a bodyguard setting? No problem.
Yeah, so I call it to attention, and then I just say, "Hey, bodyguard, Hexbeard said you're with me now. We're going this way."
The machine, its head turns like 180 degrees around, its torso follows it, and then it lifts up one leg and then rotates on the other and starts walking towards you. Now hold on, like I said, you gotta pay for that. He is a very useful...
I would like to, I'll just take a, I'll take a dagger out of my, just sort of like, belt, and I'll just throw it at the ground, sort of close to Dubrio's feet. There you go. An even trade. Let's go, bodyguard. Just keep on moving.
Now hang on. I might have found one more thing with him.
And that was?
Well, attention! It stops in its tracks again. You! On the ship, now! Starts walking towards the ship.
Attention! Now,
It seems we are at a standoff.
Mr. Dubrio, I would really hate to have to cut your tongue out to stop you from talking to my former boss's automaton. See, I'm going to send him to watch over Hexbeard's poor grieving wife. Now,
Wife?
you wouldn't deny a mourning woman the last semblance of her husband.
All I'm saying is that is very useful to have on my ship, and I need a partner. So, if you can find me someone, I'll give him to you. No fighting.
I think you have 2,000 coins that you can hire yourself a good deckhand with.
Now, that is completely fair. I may have taken advantage of someone, but...
I think
Well-
this is only fair at this point.
You know what? Fine. That's probably worth the 2,000 gold anyway. I just gave you a stick with some rhinestones glued on it. I do that to dumber
Slap-
patrons
You
sometimes.
did what?
I slapped Yogu. Like, hey, see?
He holds his hand out, and in his hand, a gem appears. It's a blue gem. Doesn't look like this. It's more like
Is it like my black gem
Angular?
but blue?
it is. It is more angular. It's like a emerald cut. And if you look inside of it, you can see. It looks really weird. Your characters wouldn't really know what's going on with it, but it almost looks like there's circuitry or something inside of it. He smacks the top of the gem, and he holds it out, and then he moves his hand away, and it just floats in the air.
You know, now that's a pretty neat trick.
Well, want to see something neater? He kind of puts one hand on it, and then he presses up on it, and he manages to stand on top of the floating gem.
just sort of mumble over to Damien. I can't say I don't want that.
You just want to stand on this floating chair?
I want that really badly, but I've already kind of drawn a line in the sand.
Well,
Oh, you know, we were just attacked by goblin sharks. What's to say that one more victim wasn't just, like, spontaneously found? Can I detach one of the goblin shark jaws?
holy shit, you're gonna kill this guy. Okay.
Just intimidating.
Roll an intimidation check while you detach one of the goblin shark jaws.
Can I roll it with strength?
I'll let you roll it with strength. I'll let you add your strength to it.
That'll be 10.
Now, I don't know what you plan on doing with that, but as you're struggling to try to rip this jaw off, its flesh is a bit harder. You're trying really hard to, like, glare at him while you're doing it, but you're just kind of...
You don't have proficiency in intimidation?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
If you let me keep my metal boy, I will give you this, and I will tell you my thoughts on that poem I gave you.
Well, I mean, my thoughts that it's smut. So, I mean,
It was really dirty. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to have this written down.
What do you say?
can I do like? I don't know. What's the significance of this gem? Like, cool, it floats and.
You said you
Like-
found
Whoever
this
wants-
with the automaton?
Whoever wants to, including Nox, you can roll an insight check onto potential uses of this gem.
Can we also team huddle, including Nox?
You can team huddle, including Nox. Nox is just your new adopted child.
So, what's
My friend
this
just
little
died.
body here? We could just kill him.
Alright. Roll a group insight check.
Yogu is okay at insight.
Nox. Yogu.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Perlin. Perlin, I was expecting so much more from you. And then I'm missing Roger.
I'm not very wise.
I can tell. Roger. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, Roger.
Okay. You'll huddle together. And you start talking about why would we want this gem? And Yogu, you mention, what if we put the boat on the gem?
Oh my god. Everyone, Yogo is the best idea. The boat on the gem.
What would that do?
Just so I remember correctly, the gem, he was able to stand on the gem.
Mm-hmm.
Yogu thinks we can make a ship. The ship float.
Flying ship.
I'm pretty intrigued by the idea. Do we trade the middleman? Or do we buy it?
I want both.
I want both.
Well,
How much for the gem?
3,000.
Ooh.
How about we trade you the metal man and buy the metal man from you for 2,000?
3,000 for the middleman.
How about I make you a
we
cool trinket?
take both of them from you and we give you your life for free
Yeah.
Your
Plus a
life has to be
signing
worth at
bonus
least 3,000
of
gold.
1,000 gold.
Well, you know, I get threatened a lot in my line of business.
Yeah, how many
If you
of
don't
those
think I
threats
can-
come from people who just killed a giant
Catfish.
monster?
You say as its head floats up on the water.
Yogu licks his lips. He says, Yogu is still hungry.
$2,000.
We'll
And I
call
might
it
sell you 2,000, and I'll tell you what I think of that little poem.
nothing, and we'll consider us even for Yogu's rhinestone stick.
You did rip off our friend. Quite uncouth.
Damn, we lost him.
Fuck,
we
no, I'm
lost
still
him.
here.
You're still here.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. You like froze and cut out for a little bit.
yes, it happens sometimes.
You robbed our friend.
Fine. He hops down and he kicks the gem to you, and it just like floats to you in the air without ever going below like its starting point. It can only hold about 200 pounds anyway. I've tested it. But y'all did save me, so. If that thing really did come from Hexbeard, all I'm saying is most pirate captains tend to have a treasure hoard somewhere. Might be hiding it.
So you
Might be
think
his
these
way
are
to-
clues to his treasure hoard?
I mean, I don't. I would hope one would not refer to a woman with language such as that. It's
Can I?
clearly coded.
Oh, it's smut. Can I pop the crystal out of my seeing eyeglass and put the circuit crystal in place of it and try to see like if there's like a hidden message, or can I just look through the crystal at the piece of paper? I guess that would make more sense.
You look through the crystal
You're
at the
doing
piece of
some
paper.
national treasure shit.
I want to look at the back side of the paper.
You look at the back side of the paper through the crystal, and you don't notice any.
Damn it.
It was a good idea.
With that, I have had enough of your shit. Take it all. He says. He gets on his boat and he starts to get his little sails ready, and he's about to head out. This is the last time I deal with goddamn pirates.
I would like to put 500 gold pieces into like a little pouch. Walk sort of towards the end of the dock. Rub it in sort of like the guts of one of the eel corpses, and then toss it onto the deck of a ship. As a little fuck you, but also here's some money because I'm not a completely evil asshole.
Alright.
Speaking of evil assholes, can I see what was in that gift from that tiefling man back in
He said you would give to his daughter. Oh god, I forgot. That was so bad.
Oh my god, I forgot you had that.
That was-
That is literally evil.
It's a
Alright,
matter of perspective. It's not.
It's all about perspective, guys.
It's about perspective. It's like
you open
it's
the
completely
gift.
fine to murder
Right.
goblins. It's not fine to murder people.
Yeah, completely fine
Goblins
to
are
murder
people.
kobolds.
We
But
had a goblin on our crew.
You have several goblins on your crew!
One now.
Guys are the worst. Anyway, You all get back to your ship for the night. It is tired and rusty. Not. You join the newcomers in the line. Nox. I'm so sorry. I keep wanting to call you Not. Because of Critical Role. But Nox, you join the lineup of the newcomers, and the other shipmates kind of guide you to a quarters, but down below. The rest of you, Perlin, you are in the captain's quarters. The rest of you can go below deck to the upper crew quarters.
Why is there an oily man tied to that bed? Yogu is confused.
What asking so many questions, Yogu?
All right.
I don't ask you why you hide meat underneath your bunk.
What? There's no meat under Yogu's bunk? Yogu has to leave. He has to go do something unrelated.
You guys want to take a long rest? It is like 4 a.m.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Bedtime.
Your robot also joins your crew lineup.
What's the robot's name?
It didn't have one.
Mr. Roboto.
Mr. Roboto.
Mr. Roboto it is. James, you have control of the little token I tinted green. It's a placeholder for when you send me your actual token.
Gotcha.
Alright.
So we hired a bunch of crew members, but we're still short people, right, to actually run the ship?
You had 10 crew members that you just hired. Or 9 crew members you just hired, because you were hiring 10, but one of them ran away scared, because you mentioned potentially eating him.
Oh, yeah.
I do remember that.
You did just hire Nox, who does seem quite a bit hardier than most of the other crew that you've currently hired.
Yeah, what am I getting paid since I'm hardier than the rest of the crew?
You know, since you seem a little hardier than the rest of the crew, I would say just join the officer suite.
Join the officer suite.
What happens in the officer suite?
Internship style trial basis.
Yeah. You do have the other officers, I suppose, on your ship. Kaimil, Vund, Bagrat, Vorhaus, and Polnareff.
I'm pretty sure only Vorhaus is in the officer suite.
I don't think they would be necessarily in this officer suite, but there is some special space put aside for them, probably down here. I also imagined Yogu would be down here because this is where I put Yogu's pet Tsuchinoko.
Oh yeah, Yogu has to feed the Tsuchinoko.
What does Yogu call Tsuchinoko? Just Suchi or?
Oh, Yogu would use Speak with Animal and ask the Tsuchinoko his name.
It just says Tsuchinoko, like it's a fucking Pikachu.
Like a Pokemon. I'll call you Suki.
Alright, so you guys are in the officer suite.
Forgot we had the camel.
You do have hump horse.
Yeah, the hump horse.
What's a camel? You mean hump horse?
Yeah, my bad, the hump horse.
Regret too.
Electric Boogaloo. Alright. You guys wake up the next morning. Another lovely day in Olcaster. Attempting to hire more crew, I suppose. However,
Back to St. Browns.
rather than hiring new crew, you realize, when you wake up, you realize it's been 2 days. Slept longer than usual. Because I want to go straight to the next thing.
Oh,
No.
that's fair.
I missed a whole day. Damn it!
Oh,
Right.
you were really tired.
As you all wake up, Perlin, you come out of your quarters, having spent the entire last day trying to hire more crew. You scrounge around and manage to hire a few more hands. Maybe you can get the ship in dock, but you look out at the end of the dock and you see Captain Bloodshot standing there inside of a little dinghy, waiting. She kind of makes a her hand motion towards you.
She makes what kind of...
You can bring as many hands as you want.
What motion did she make?
Gesturing motion.
Like, to come over?
Kind of a, come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll walk up to her.
So, do you have your tribute? Is this what you want to wear? Everything...
Is my outfit not good?
I mean, it's fine.
Well, it just
She
kind of
kinda
sounded like you didn't like
She
it.
kind of like straightens up your collar a little bit, like, it'll do.
Okay, he's just making me a little nervous asking questions like that. I don't know why you'd ask if you thought it was good.
I mean, I was just making sure that you... Well, you know, you might not make it, and it would be nice if you felt like you looked good when should you not make it.
Like, die?
Potentially, I didn't say die. I did not use those words.
Has someone died doing this before?
Well, maybe. It might have happened. Once or twice.
I feel like you're not selling it very well. What? You know, there must be a good part of it too, right?
Oh, yeah, plenty. And also, it's not like you have much of a choice at this point.
I can't tell if you want me to be relaxed or not.
I get that a lot. I'm really not good at calming people down. So, how much of your crew you want to bring with you?
Oh, I'd say we could bring the officer suite. Unless any of them want to hang back.
Does anyone want to hang back? Do you all want to go?
Yoga would like to go.
Right.
Roger
Maybe
pretends like he doesn't
get
want to
like a
go,
two
but
for
still
one.
goes.
Alright. You all hop aboard this little dinghy. Also, by the way, after an hour, for Yogu and Bungus, you could breathe air again after an hour had passed.
Oh,
Nice.
sick. All right, I can get out of the water.
We had to.
Yeah, you were also out of the water, but yeah.
Yeah.
We had those
Oh, boy.
SpongeBob like water helmet things.
As you arrive on the island, you're greeted by the familiar faces of Elbath, Sawbones, and Alar on the other side. They all nod at you. And you walk up. You see some faces you saw at the turncoat the other night. A furbolg woman, a large tiefling man, a masked man, and a masked tiefling who you recognize as Captain Dollface. You also see Wrath with his large Leonin. There's a human woman. There seems to be a drow woman standing next to him. You also see a small dwarvish man with a couple of crew standing behind him, and you see a large orcish man with crew standing behind him.
Now, would the dwarf man be Captain Three Fingers, who we have met?
Yes. You haven't met Three Fingers, but yeah.
But we know his name.
You recognize him as Three Fingers. And the orcish man, as you look at him, he's wearing a hat with a blue feather in it, and he turns to you, and you notice the entire bottom half of his jaw is just been replaced with some kind of metal contraption.
Sick.
You should cook yourself.
Enjoy your cheese with bread and your bread with.
Oh, thank you. You didn't have to.
All right.
I love you, Amy.
Got that.
As you all walk up, the orc chimes in and says, "Is this really the one? Is this really who we would decide?"
Am I expected to answer that? Because I am only doing what I've been told.
Weimer chimes in, "Hey, I don't make the decisions." The dwarvish man walks up to you. He says, "Good to meet you. Good to see you again, Perlin."
Oh, good to see you too.
It's a big day for you. I'm glad. I hope everyone is well and prepared.
Yeah, I get the sense it must be a big day. Should I be nervous?
Oh, no, you're fine. It's all fine.
Okay.
They listen. He kind of puts his arm around you. You lean down to talk to him, and he's like, "The others, they like to say things to scare newcomers off, and they're really hoping you'll run."
I was told that wasn't an option.
That's strange. Well, anyway. They direct you onto the ruined spire, onto the island of the ruined spire. You walk up the little staircase. There's a lot of staircase up onto it, and when you get on top, you're in this decrepit ruins of You've been told that there was a lighthouse here before, but it's all too far gone for you to recognize. And at the center of these ruins, there is a small fire pit. Two Fingers takes a puff from a pipe and then throws the entire pipe into the fire pit, and it lights a blaze. You see Dollface pull a viola out from the side. There don't seem to be strings on it at first, and she kind of holds her hands on it, and strings crawl up the viola and appear, and it strings itself. She starts to strum it a little bit. The orcish man, who you would have been introduced to as Captain Silvertongue, starts blowing on the bottom jaw a little bit, and it starts making like a harmonica sound.
That's cool.
And Three Fingers turns to you. Captain Wrath next to him. They all chime you over. It's now all the crews are kind of standing back, just like around the fire, with the 5 pirate lords that are left standing directly next to the fire. And Three Fingers beckons you towards him, Perlin, and he says, "Are you ready?"
I thought
Do you have your tribute, by the way?
Oh, yes. I didn't know we were starting right away, but I guess that's fine.
Is there anything you wanted to do beforehand? Do you have
Well,
any last-minute preparations before the final boss? You can go and explore the whole town. Spend days, weeks even.
We have to do all the side quests.
We'll just be waiting here for you.
there is
I think we should get the final summon.
Yeah.
I never figured out how to open the secret boss door. Maybe I should go back and explore some more.
Is there any last-minute thing you wanted to do or say?
Well, is this one of those things where I'm just gonna have to do this, and I guess I'll figure out what it is after it's over, because I don't know if maybe some paperwork got lost, but I feel like no one's ever really explained this whole story to me.
I'm sure he'll explain it to you.
Okay.
Dollface, the masked tiefling, starts to strum her viola. Starts to play a song with Silver Tongue beckoning in. If anybody wants to take a bathroom break while this plays, feel free. I'm going to go grab a drink. Like the song choice?
I do.
It was between this and Hoist the Colors, but I couldn't find a good Hoist the Colors. That
What's the colors?
Well, I couldn't find one that had like a good instrumentally sound to it, so that I could elaborate. My character that can't talk has to be contributing to this song somehow.
There's that one by Cole McGinnis that's on TikTok everywhere.
Yeah, but it has it's just vocals. It's
yeah.
Yeah. Nobody's asked her why she can't talk. There's a whole story there.
I always found it's kind of rude to ask a person why they can't talk.
That's fair.
She lost her vocal cords in a shark fight. That's my guess.
That's a good guess. I'm going with that.
That's a good guess. Alright. Water side by side. Let me know when Perlin is back.
I'm here.
Alright, Perlin is back. As their song hits its crescendo, about right here in the song. For me, at least. I don't know about where you guys are in the song now that I think about it. The fire starts to, like, light up and kind of chime with their song. It becomes this vibrant gold color as it lights up into almost a pillar of flames, then comes back down into almost nothing, and then lights up again. And it almost seems to open up like a doorway. And you can see inside the flames, you see a staircase down. Three Fingers taps on you and says, well, go on.
Was that stairway down there when we came here last?
No. This is a stairway that has appeared inside of a fireplace.
Do these people worship Satan?
See Satan.
See Satan?
Just me go? No company?
I think we're allowed to come. Oh.
He'll be there in spirit.
Wait, Perlin, before you go, take this for good luck. And Yogo hands him the rhinestone stick. Like, imagine the rhinestones are like hot glued really shittily on it.
Wow, Yogi, this is an impressive staff. Are you sure?
Yes.
Yogu, you did so good to make this! Wow, did you do this yourself?
Yes, Yoko knows how amazing it is, but he thinks that you need it more on your journey.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the staff with me.
You know what? We're gonna just keep that playing, but just lower a little bit. Keep mood up. You walk down these stairs. Each stair step creaks underneath your foot like a board. And as you get to the bottom, you're in a dark room that almost looks vaguely familiar. You're below deck on a ship. It looks just like you're below deck on the Billy Irish. And out of the shadows, a satyr man walks up wearing a familiar hat. And he smiles at you and he says, "Ah, Parlin, it's been quite a while."
Hey, do I recognize him?
You do.
Who is it?
It is Captain Vlaine Stoffbull, the guy that saved you from your shipwreck.
Oh.
Captain
The
Blackhoof.
satyr captain. Captain Blackhoof. You didn't know him as Blackhoof, but you learned after the fact that he was known as the Pirate Lord Blackhoof.
Okay. What are you doing here? What am I doing here with you?
As you approach him, roll me an insight check.
Okay.
I'll say with advantage, you're fairly familiar with him. I think that's more than fair. Well, I'm just waiting around for whoever's next. As he looks onto you, you notice both of his eyes seem like normal eyes. Which you would notice is weird because when you knew him, he had a magical glowing eye.
Don't take this the wrong way, but are you real?
What would give you that impression that I'm not?
You seem, I don't know, a little different from how I remember you.
He looks down at himself and he kind of walks towards you, and as he moves, it's almost like he's moving with smear frames or something. Like, his body will just like engorge in moments when he's moving around, and he has this very otherworldly feel to whenever he moves. You mean the eye, right? Suppose I was the one that gave him to him. I should have remembered it. He touches his eye, and it turns into the purple glowing eye that you recognize. That better?
Yeah, well, why was it different?
Well, if you can't tell, I'm not flying. Poor thing, what happened to him?
Who are you?
I've gone by many names over many years. But you can call me Stitakoi. The god of thieves and beggars. god of pirates.
Wow, well, it's an honor.
Well, I've chosen you as my next pirate lord. So,
An even greater honor. May I ask what led to that decision?
well, you managed to survive an interaction with someone who's been causing me quite a bit of trouble recently.
Well, not all of us survived.
Fair enough, but you did. Barely a scratch on you.
Well, and how do you know that wasn't an act of cowardice? Maybe I ran.
Fair enough. Let me... You've taken over 2 different ships. You've fought countless a foe. You've freed one of my little demigod siblings from his prison at one point. If there is anyone on these seas worthy of bearing the title of Pirate Lord that doesn't already, it's you.
I guess, yeah, when you put it that way. I just hate to take credit for the work of my crew, though. I almost feel sometimes as if I'm captain by default of some well-established and perhaps more experienced crew. But
Well, I was looking at Damien at first, but I felt like if I gave it to him, I'll go to his head. Don't want that to get any bigger.
And not the one you're thinking of.
you prefer the reluctant leader, I suppose?
Exactly. Tell me, Perlin, what do you know about the Pirate Lords? Why do you think I choose my 9 saviors, my 9 followers as my children?
Well, I think everyone wanted me to hear it from you. I've tried to been getting answers, but I honestly don't know much, truth be told.
It's a bit of a long story. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
When this plane was first born from the nothing, there existed only the water. And in those waters buried monsters. Beasts who would fight and bicker with each other, and threaten to tear the whole of reality apart. Until 2 of them decided that they would separate the waters above and the waters below by creating land in between. And on that land they deemed 4 gods. And all was peaceful for a while until the 4 gods started fighting and bickering with each other like the old ones before them. Then the one above came down and cracked the land into 4 pieces, 1 for each of the gods. And my parents did not like the fact that they'd be separated, so they kissed long enough to hold their land together while the separation happened. And forever they would rule over their little corner of the world together. At least until my mother, Maka, died. My father, Kalika, went insane afterwards. He's convinced every one of his followers that he is the only god, and he is hell-bent on making that true. Tell me, Perlin, do you know how to kill a god?
No.
First, you weaken its domain. My domain, I draw my power every time a black flag sails, every time a cargo ship plundered. That is where my power comes from. Now my father, Kalika, has sent his chosen zealot to ensure that no piracy could ever happen again. He's been doing it for hundreds of years, and I've sent my pirate lords to fight and kill him. I've killed countless Astorios, but Kensington's different.
If your father's power is represented by those that oppose pirates, then I do fear that we're greatly outnumbered in this fight.
Well, he's only sending one of his zealots after me at the time. His hands are full. Why do you think the old worlders are conquering and colonizing so much of the rest of the world? Erasing the religions and worshippers of the other gods.
They do so on behalf of your father?
Right? He wants to be the only god. He's erasing their other domains.
I see.
Bahamut, Dalgoth, they both are being colonized and weakened by the followers of my father, so that he can kill them and claim his title as the only god.
Well, I must say, it's a pleasant surprise to learn that there is some virtue to piracy.
Of course. There's honor among thieves, after all. Well, suppose that's enough talking. Do you have your tribute?
Yes.
Again, every time he's moving around, he's very animated when he speaks, but animated is a good word to describe it, because it's like something's really off about his body. It's almost like his body is really struggling to hold something inside of it back.
Everyone was pretty tight-lipped, so I kind of had to guess as to what you would like. I'll pull out the bracelet and offer it to him.
How do you offer it to him?
I'll just reach my hand out. If there's a more customary way to offer it, then I don't think Perlin knows it.
Okay. So you just hold it out with an extended hand?
Yeah.
His body starts to kind of like morph and crack and distort as a golden fire encompasses him. And this beak starts peering out of his face, that his hair like flies back into these like vibrant red and green feathers, and he stands tall like a burning phoenix. The room doesn't seem like it's big enough to hold him, but you've long given up on this room making sense or following any kind of natural laws. Looks kind of like this. This is my generated image of him.
Right.
He's not speaking to you with words anymore. He communicates to you in a way that you understand, but you don't know how or why you understand it. And his head nods down, gets closer to you. And then it very rapidly snatches away the thing in your hand. Roll a dexterity save.
Okay.
Oof. Oh, that's not good.
I'm going to say that I must have been caught off guard by this. You're
You're caught completely off guard, but You fall to the floor. You're kind of confused. You don't feel the amulet in your hand anymore.
You mean the bracelet?
The bracelet, right? You feel a liquid dripping down your side.
I'll look to where I feel it.
You see blood. And you must be in shock. It almost takes you a second to realize. From the shoulder down, your arm is gone. Roll 2d8 plus 2.
Oh god.
Or 2d4 plus 2, my bad.
2d4, okay.
Mm-hmm. Just 2d4 and add 2 to it. Like a healing potion. Alright. Permanently subtract 6 from your health.
Oh man.
Oh no! The squishy wizard gets squishier.
Your arm, like
Do I take damage as well?
Where your left arm was, yeah, you do take damage. Thanks for reminding me.
Here's an interesting question. Do I take damage from my old max HP or from my new one? Which effect happens first?
You take it from your new max HP. You take 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
You look up and you see its bird beak kind of like throwing something back as if to swallow it, and you catch the slightest glimpse of your fingers sliding down his throat.
I'm still holding the bracelet.
Still holding the bracelet.
I wasn't trying to offer my whole arm. Damn it.
You are writhing in misery and torment. And then this, as it stands before you, it lights up again into a fiery, burning, like golden flame. And then a wind comes from behind you and kind of pushes you like out. And you fall outside of the fire pit in front of the other pirate lords.
Is my arm still gone?
You look down, and your left arm, you can feel it. For a moment, you think it's like a phantom sensation. And as you look down, you see this metal contraption on the side of it.
So, my whole arm is
Your arm is now metal.
Oh. Can I still control it?
Yeah, it seems to work just fine. And it's going to be in your inventory in a second.
My arm is?
Yeah.
Question. Does it look like the Winter Soldier arm, where it's sort of like overlapping metal plates, or does it look like a sort of like clockwork and gear style arm?
Perlin, you can describe it if you want to look at it.
Oh, okay. It's in my inventory, you said?
Mm-hmm. It's in the same place with your other magic items, under magic items.
It looks pretty futuristic. It's pretty much shaped like a normal arm, with like aqua and gold and copper and silver colors, stainless steel. The fingers are skinny and pointy, but it looks pretty sick, honestly. Oh, and I have like a pointy elbow.
It does have effects on it you can read.
Oh.
I have to share those, but...
Yeah, I'll read them. When this arm's attached, permanently lose 2d4 plus 4 health.
Ooh, plus 4. Shit.
I'll take 2 more.
8.
No, so 8. Yeah, so just take 2 more off, yeah.
Gain a weakness to bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Plus 2 dex. Do I just get to add 2 to my dexterity?
Pretty much, yeah.
Sweet.
So that's vulnerability to bludgeoning damage?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's not so good.
Ooh.
If you would perform an action that would require thieves' tools, tinker's tools, jeweler's tools, or cartographer's tools, the fingers on your arm retract and become the required tools. You gain proficiency in each of these tool sets.
Oh, that's nice.
Magic missile
Really
spells now fire 1 extra dart, level 1, and 1 extra dart for each level above 1. So just always 1 extra dart?
Yep. You get the sense you're only scratching the surface at what this thing can do.
Huh.
That's awesome.
Now, question: when he uses magic missiles, does it fire off the fingers like they're missiles?
Captain Missiles.
Oh, man. And it's Perlin's missile arm is the name.
That's
All right.
Okay. That's really cool, but why does it come with downsides? Does he want me to die?
There's a price for everything. Three Fingers is kind of helping you back up. He took the left arm. You know, he already had a right one. I was wondering when he'd take a left.
Is he building some sort of Frankenstein's monster? Frankenstein exists in this universe, but
Three Fingers kind of gives a confused look. He's like, I sure hope not. Ugh. I don't know what he'd do with all the stuff he's taken from everyone else.
maybe I should have offered Yogu's staff instead. He might have reacted better.
I feel like you would have been offended by Yogu's staff.
What are you talking about? It's sick.
I
mean,
honestly
you're right. You're
considered
right.
it, but I didn't want to ruin the moment.
No. He can't give all of his powers without having some downsides.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah. Don't play loud noises around Weimer. He kind of whispers to you.
Okay, my missiles can be kind of loud.
Well. Looks like you're one of us now. Chosen in everything.
Guess that's true. He seemed to hold me in higher regard than most of you guys do.
Oh, that's just the others. Three Fingers seems much more cordial and nice than the others do.
Yeah.
The others seem to all be kind of low expectation of you, very standoffish, like they don't care about you or they want something from you. And Three Fingers seems to be the only one who's treating you like a genuine person.
Well, just so you know, Three Fingers, I appreciate you being the one to really be my friend in the group. I guess Bloodshot too, but I mean, she shows it in a funny way.
Yeah. Well. Here. He shows you his hand, which is just like a mysterious looking hook. Or it looks like a hook hand, but it has like 3 hooks coming off of it. You're not the only one that lost that left hand. Took a bit more off yours.
Does everyone get seriously wounded in their encounter with the pirate?
Oh, why our loss wasn't here.
Come on.
You see Taft standing forward, missing a leg. His leg has been replaced by some kind of cannon-looking thing, Captain Wrath. Captain Silvertongue, as he looks at you, you can clearly see there's a metal jaw on him.
Okay.
Dollface, why don't you show him what you've got? He says to the tiefling with the mask on, and she takes her mask off. And as she does, you see all these stitches across her face. And you see her mouth is sewn shut. And she kind of like slowly starts to loosen each one of the... kind of moves her mouth around a bit. And the stitches start to loosen. until they loosen to a point that she can open her mouth. As she opens her mouth, you can see inside, and the place where a tongue would be, you see a spool. Like a spool of thread.
Interesting.
Perlin's going to think to himself, that doesn't seem very useful. But outwardly, I'll go, oh, that's cool too. Wow.
Her stitches seem to suture themselves back as her mouth closes. She at no point interacted with them with her hands. They just seem to move around at will.
Perlin still doesn't understand the benefit, and it seems like her mouth just sews itself shut every time she tries to open it.
Fair enough.
I also think to so, I mean, it's maybe she's self-healing or something, but all Perlin thinks right now is that the pirate god must not have liked her. Maybe she said something smart, Alec.
Three Fingers leans in and says, "Yeah, we're all pretty convinced that she had quite the mouth on her before, and we're all pretty convinced she said something he didn't like."
So I offered my left arm, and he took the whole left arm. Was that just a coincidence, or did you guys actually offer your tributes with your foot and your mouth?
Oh, it's complicated. He just kind of seems to take what he wants. He took Vlane's eye. I think he took Hexbeard's brain. We're never really sure what he took from him. Took Angelhide's... well... that one was a little gross to clean up.
Wait. Are you guys going to have to go clean up after me, too?
There's a trail of blood, leading out to you.
Oh.
Nah, it'll wash off with the rain.
Am I still bleeding, or am I good now?
You don't seem to be... it still hurts. It hurts a lot, and it's weird, because it's you can move the arm around, but there's a numbness to it that you're really not used to. But... yeah, You're not actively in pain, bleeding out or anything. It seemed to suture up the wound as the arm got attached. Well, suppose we should all be getting off now. Where are you heading?
You guys don't take the new recruits out to the bar or something? As I'm sorry, we took one of your important body parts off?
I mean, we can if you want.
Just, I don't know, thought it'd be nice. No one would really tell me what I was getting into, so...
If Three Fingers is buying, I will also partake. You hear Silver Tongue chime in. Dollface starts signing very quickly. Seems very interested in the idea of free drinks. I suppose we could all go down to the Leaky Schooner. They normally let us in for free.
Okay.
Right. Enough of that. Right. 4 different dinghies set off onto, off the, fucking, what is this place called? The, Ruin Spire. Thank you. And, you all make port, not at the normal place, but back at the Leaky Schooner. with all of the crews of everyone seemingly already there. Your tokens are not on here. Let me go grab your token. Alright. You are at the leaky schooner. What do you want to do?
I just thought it'd be awkward if we did the whole thing and they're like, all right, now leave.
Does it
Sounded
look
like they were about to leave, but
Perlin is obviously in pain.
Yeah. I want to get some alcohol to numb
wait a
it.
second. Forgot. One has a new token.
Oh, I have a new token?
You do have a new token.
Man.
Let me get you. Let me grab that
Got
for
his
you.
arm token ready.
I do.
What if I... I don't know, I guess he could have taken my left arm no matter what.
I was gonna railroad this, so been planning it for a little while. Yeah. While it's giant, you can get a good look at it.
Nice.
Nice. Wait, are my eyes blue?
As the arm is like attaching, you can feel some magic like flowing through it, increasing. There's some residual effects of it.
I would just like to go up to Perlin and use my lay on hands and heal him for 15.
Thank you, Roger. I honestly feel much better now.
Yeah, Captain, don't mention it. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't glad it was you and not me. Quite attached to these mitts.
I would have taken you to be the type to not really want to turn down an opportunity like this.
Yeah, I thought so too, but again, I'm quite attached to the body I have, and not sure I'm willing to give that up.
Yeah. I'll just say it's fortunate that I did not know what I was getting myself into. I guess fortunate for someone. I don't know if it's fortunate for me.
Well, I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
Yes, Yoku wants drink.
How do they feel about outside drink in this bar?
You've met Corey before. He doesn't care. Or
Okay.
Tori.
I'd like to share Bungus's special.
I'm opening mine right
The
now.
Dyror Dunkel.
The
Yeah, let me go grab one.
Dyror Dunkel. Oh, wait, let me
Ugh.
get mine.
Do I have to go grab a third one? Fuck.
You don't have to if you've already drinking one.
Alright.
I have not though, so I'm gonna go.
Mine
Right.
bumped up a little, but it did not run over when I opened it.
Mine did when I opened it with a lighter. But the obvious answer is don't open it with a lighter, dumbass.
Wait, how did you open it with a lighter?
I mean,
Leverage.
have you never opened a thing
I
with a
could never
lighter?
do it.
No, I haven't.
I was never able to do it with a lighter before.
Are you guys really from Kentucky if you can't open a bottle with a lighter?
I could do it on the side of a picnic table.
God, Marty's a Buckeye at heart. Damn.
How did I use the lighter?
How do I... God damn, I'm going to grab another beer so I can open it with a lighter.
Oh no!
My God.
It fizz on you again.
Was that Matt?
No, I think that was Quentin.
Oh,
I think
okay.
his headset like fell down.
It's like a bomb went off. Jesus! No, I'm just playing. It's not fizz emoji.
Good.
That one was cleaner than the first time, too.
Mine were all a little foamy, but I think that was probably just because I had to transport them. So
I
Yeah, that time it
started-
didn't even foam up.
I poured it in the glass like Matt suggested.
Oh,
This one didn't foam up until I had started drinking it. But it wasn't bad.
Right.
oh no! I spoke too soon.
Oh, there it goes. Chug, 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 chug.
I think Bungus would chug it.
Fungus would.
I'm so glad that Dyror is immortalized in this drink now.
We will celebrate today
Right.
every year as Dyror Dunkel Day.
Yeah.
Or Uncle Day, February 16th. Clay Richardson's birthday.
Also that. All in favor of changing it to Clay Richardson's uncle.
Does anyone else remember Clay Richardson? Did I just say a name?
Yeah.
No, I know. I remember Clay.
I remember
Richardson.
Clay.
Yeah, okay. Because I did that the other day when we were playing Jackbox. I was like, Bram Points. And everybody was like, who the fuck is Bram Points? I was like, we went to
I
high
remember
school
Grand
with him.
Points.
I remember.
I'm related to Eric Terry now, and he's very close with Bram.
Really?
Yeah. His mom married my uncle.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just remember was this maybe elementary school or middle school when Bram's mom came one time to class for some reason. I don't even remember what it was for.
It would have been middle school because you guys went to Concrete and Bram went to Clark Middle with me.
So then it must have been elementary school.
Yeah.
Bram's I'm pretty sure it was 5th grade. Bram's mom was in class like helping out or something. I don't remember what. But that was the first time I saw a thong in my lifetime.
I was really hoping you were going to say a titty fell out, and I really delivered.
Nope.
Honestly, that's just as good as the titty fell out.
That's so.
Yeah, I don't remember
That's a good story.
what it was exactly, but
context-
it was like it was some sort
the
of
context
animal
that-
print, like either cheetah or leopard or something.
It was just and that was the first time I saw a thong.
The context that Bram came up for me was it was like describe your first concert, and I was like I saw Nickelback and I was with Bram Points. Like,
You know, we shit on Nickelback, but they slap. I'm not
They
gonna
got some good
lie.
songs.
It's that Rockstar.
I still
song
wish
had.
they weren't my first goddamn concert.
My first concert was Black Eyed Peas.
Honestly, not that much better than back.
Yeah.
Same league.
Same league, exactly.
Both are good.
Okay.
You know, it's just you don't tell people that those are your
I was there
like,
for Fergie.
Yeah. See, my second concert was 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin, and Flyleaf. So I'm way more excited about that.
I saw Panic at the Disco live.
I'm jealous.
It was amazing.
Okay. You guys all sit around, and you enjoy your Dyror Dunkel. Nox having little to no context to what the hell's going on.
Honestly, Yogu doesn't have a lot of context either, to be honest.
Yeah.
Roger just likes free beer.
Yep,
Roger-
I was about to say that same shit.
Roger kinda knows what's going on. Roger's, like, heard about Dyror at this point, at the very least. You've seen Dyror before. You saw his corpse, at least.
True. Yeah, I mean, you guys have
Okay.
mentioned him, but
Yeah.
I
Not
don't
to
have the
like.
same sort of me and Yogu don't have the same sort of connection, but I won't turn down a free beer for a fallen ally.
Coleman has the connection, but not Yogu.
Bungus will likely, be quiet and a little in his thoughts while drinking.
Drink one for Bungus, one for Dyror, as it always has been.
Yeah.
Bungus. I'll be sitting at the bar and I will have 2 of them poured. One.
Bungus would
Nox,
always
if
buy
you-
2 drinks, and Dyror would always say,
Nox,
Bungus,
though,
I
you
don't
wanna-
drink.
Take a second to, like, use this moment to kind of
Yeah,
give the
right.
crew your resume or something.
They'll never know what I do.
So, How many? Do you have any valid references?
Yogu wouldn't ask that
No,
question.
My reference was 8
Yeah.
by the monsters.
What is your
you
favorite
said.
type of meat?
Where's our HR
Oh, I like
person?
human meat's quite good.
Oh, Yogu agrees. Actually, I think we should hire him.
The one human in the group is
Finally.
kind of like.
Finally, someone that gets Yogu.
What?
Damien acknowledges he may have to fight for his life.
Look, all I'm saying, Damien, if you die, why let your meat go to waste?
Look,
You'll be
I will
remembered
put it in my
forever.
will that you two can eat me when I die.
Excellent.
All right. Damien, do you still have that that poem on you?
Damien never had the poem. That would be...
Yeah, you did. You held it up and you put the fucking emerald spyglass to it.
You're right, I did. I guess in that context, yes, I would have just, like, done that thing where you just keep folding it until it's, like, the perfect size for you.
Folded it, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what you do. I don't like rolling parchment. I like to do half. Half again.
God.
Another half. Half.
See, that's fine. That's fine if it's like your fucking school notes or something, but this is an important parchment that someone wrote important things on, and you just put fucking creases all over it. So now I'm gonna go into Incarnate and add fucking creases to it.
Well, that's fine. To be fair, I do the same thing with paper towels at the gym, and those are equally as important.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Damien, you have any sudden urge to whip that parchment out?
Whip it out, Damien.
and, Damien,
Damien
I'd like to take a look at that.
Damien does reach into a pocket and just spends a long time just like, fiddling about, and he pulls.
Are you tucking yourself in
whips.
there?
Hold on, you're gonna be pretty glad when I just whip this out.
Let me just whip this out.
And I'm going to bring the parchment out. Unfold. Unfold. Unfold again. And another unfold.
One more time.
Nox, roll an intelligence check. How good are you? How smart are you? I have no idea what your skills are yet.
Is Nox a ranger? Nice.
Nice. Upon Damien whipping out this parchment and kind of spreading it out on the table, rubbing his fat fucking hands, like trying to get the creases out.
Whoa!
No, he's got one hand on the top, one hand on the bottom, and he's like rubbing it up against the edge of the table, like
Oh my
straightening it out.
You're just... Damien has thick hands, but they are not that hands. These are like...
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. DM is talking. I'm gonna server mute you. Damien is like sliding it against the table with both hands. And Nox, you're kind of short. You see under the table, and through, as you hold it up to the light, something looks different about the paper. You notice some parts may be more transparent, may let light through a bit more than others.
I suggest to the group we must put lemon juice onto the parchment.
Does anyone have a hairdryer?
Quick, somebody pee on it.
I cast firebolt on the parchment.
Cannon.
You said it.
Please don't cast firebolt.
Someone said we needed a hairdryer.
Well, what if we did?
Pull a coder and say no, but please do not.
I would just like to say that I feel like I'm being railroaded.
I'm sorry.
I
do
actually
you?
was about to ask to see it again because I had some ideas.
It's in the notes.
I'm
isn't
sorry. I'm sorry. Do you feel like you're being
I do.
really?
No.
I mean, I railroaded Perlin into losing his fucking arm. Not gonna lie about that. Dude, I have been planning for at least 10 sessions to tear your fucking arm off.
God damn.
See, that's the real reason that
I must really deserve that.
Honestly, yeah.
Whoever has the hat was destined to lose their arm.
Also, anybody who wants to, upon Perlin receiving this arm and reading off kind of what it does and kind of how he feels afterwards, that he's not really reading directly words, you can roll a, hey DM, tell me this little piece of information check if you want.
What's the modifier for that?
specifically
Intelligence or wisdom. I'll let you pick.
is this specifically about the arm, or can it be about anything in general?
It can be about anything.
Ooh.
It is kind of about the arm. Yogu is very wise, and as Perlin has the arm, Yogu kind of like slaps him on the new arm, and Perlin's like, "Holy shit, that is one of the most painful things I've ever felt in my life." As you like slap him on the back or whatever, you all realize Perlin seems to have a new weakness to like receiving force against his body. Yogu comes to the conclusion that if Sidikoi, god of pirates, was carving people up and giving them magic items, perhaps they all come with weaknesses. And with a 16, perhaps if somebody was collecting all of their items, they would also be collecting all of their weaknesses.
Oh my god. Wait.
I did make that connection.
Does Yoku and Roger, I know Roger has like some connection to Kensington.
You both have a connection to kind of, vaguely, because you were with Hexbeard and he killed your captain.
Yeah.
Okay. And did he kill the captain in the time frame where he would have had all those items that he had when we last saw him? Or would that have been the past?
Well, so when he killed Hexbeard, we weren't on the ship.
Yeah, you guys had just pieced off. Okay. Like, you guys got left behind, perhaps because Hexbeard had automated his ship to a point that he no longer needed crew.
I think technically my backstory, I was sick. So
yeah, that also makes sense. I didn't remember what your backstory for getting marooned was, but so I was kind of like doing a headcanon of it.
Yeah, no, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, which I'd have to go and look at my backstory, I was either like sick or injured or something like that, and Yogu stayed with me.
Right.
I think you were like injured or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nox, unrelated. You want to get some lemon juice and rub it on this parchment?
Yes. Can I please peek my head above the bar and ask for a cup of lemon juice? No context.
Give lemon.
Tori looks at you and he's like, we have lemons. The easy way to remember Tori's voice is, I was just trying to do Mr. Krabs. We have lemons. There was supposed to be a joke that everybody that works at this is just a fucking Krusty Krab, so there was a Squidward and a SpongeBob. But that didn't pan out. He hands you a lemon. That'll be 2 silver.
The big guy will cover it for me. And I just point at anybody in the party. I point all around me. I gesture. Everyone is big compared to me.
Well, fine then. Don't pay me. Tired of giving out everything for free.
I saw you put a lemon on that person's drink earlier.
Alright.
The free garnish.
What do you do with your lemon?
I spray the juice on the parchment.
You have an
disintegrates the
unpeeled
parchment.
lemon. You have an unpeeled lemon. You just have a raw lemon. How do you
I
turn
use
this
my claw
into juice?
to peel the lemon.
All right. You peel the lemon. Lemon juice soaks into the parchment a bit. You notice there seem to be some areas it soaks in more than others. But as you rub the lemon juice on the parchment, you notice the text start to become a bit harder to read, fade away a bit. I lost what fucking folder I stored this image in.
Been there.
It happens all the fucking time. Alright, and eventually, paper looks like this. And that's all the hint. What the fuck is that? Okay, there we go. That's all the hints you get. Until next time.
That's bad.
It looks like a shoreline in an island.
Hey, Matt, you're muted.
Can you send us a world map?
It's in maps. I'm just gonna stay on and see all you guys looking at the map and...
My guess is it's Susta. Does that look right?
Where's Susta?
It's like on the right side. It's right side above Shrinix.
Krenix.
Krenix.
Ecors and Krenix. Also, just want to say, since you guys are looking at the world map, did you notice my whole story about how the world was split into four because the gods were bickering? I've been planning that from day one since I drew this map.
Good.
Yeah.
So is it?
Yeah, I like the creation myth.
So it's Tabax, Krenix and Ichors, Vandalia and Dalgoth, or is Krenix and Ichors
Where
two
the
different
two
parts?
were kissing. Krenix and Ichors were where the two were kissing. They held their continents together.
That's pretty
Because
good.
they loved each other. And then something terrible happened to Maka, the doe god. And, you know, she's not around anymore.
And that would be Dough, correct?
I think it's Dio.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you can... I assume one of you would, seeing the text start to disappear, would very quickly jot down what it said before it's gone forever.
I also would like to try to, seeing that all the ink is disappearing, try to take the paper and, like, you stupid motherfucker, and, like, put it up next to, like a lantern or something like that to try to dry it out.
Mm-hmm.
To see if either the text comes back or if anything else changes.
Drying it out, the text seems to come back.
It does or does not? I missed that.
It does.
All we have to do is get the map or the page wet.
You know, maybe the map will speak to us. Give us directions to where it's trying to get us to.
Well, said all I will say. You know the poem. You know what the map looks like.
All right, we're going to have to do a deep dive, but not tonight, because I have to pee. I'm kind of narrowing my guess to somewhere in the Ravania Woods.
Ravania Woods.
Walk through a valley.
Where's that?
It's on Ichors. It's towards the left side of it, which I believe would be port. Do landmasses have port?
now.
You said Ravania Woods, right?
Uh-huh. Oh, there's two of them. There's Ravania Woods down on the bottom right coast of Ichors, and there's Ravania Woods top left.
Wait, are there two Ravon?
Yeah, there are.
You know why there are?
Yeah.
It's because when you edit text in, that was supposed to be something else, but sometimes when you edit text, it'll think you're editing the other.
Not a big deal. It doesn't break my immersion.
Okay.
It does.
Shitty map
but, I mean,
salesman.
I'm trying to help you.
Shitty map salesman.
Where else do I think this could be? That's where I'm leaning. I'm leaning somewhere in the Ravania Woods on the left side of. Which side is considered woods and which one's going to be renamed, just for our reference?
The Ravania Woods is the side closer to the Bolvin Sea.
Okay. So the Ravania Woods down towards the bottom right is going to be renamed, in theory.
That was supposed to be something else. I don't even remember what the name was anymore, and that's what pisses me off the most about it.
To be fair, I think it's fine to have that as still Ravania Woods, because it's one of those things like, what is it, when the Romans were invading England,
right.
And there's a bunch of different rivers called the
Avon.
same thing.
The River Avon.
Avon is just Celtic for river.
The Romans would point to something and be like, hey, what's this called? And they're like, Avon. And so like, the River Avon. Got it.
Which is absolutely fucking hilarious, because my dad, when he was in Puerto Rico, he would be like, this town, I can't even remember the name of the town, but it's basically, the punchline is, it's like all the Spanish word for exit, and he kept thinking this was one big frickin' town. And it's just...
While you guys are studying the world map, I did give you something about something meets the river's mouth puzzle before.
Yep, that checks out. I'm changing. Oh wait, where it meets the river's mouth. Hold on.
I don't remember all the things I said about it.
I'm definitely putting like my money on Ravania Woods near the Bonhart River.
I wonder
So,
if we know people from there.
But with that being
the
said, I
second-
have to pee and go to bed.
Right. Well, you can pee and go to bed. I want to hear what Taylor was going to say, though.
Yes, I want to hear that first.
The
Sorry.
second picture makes me think that it's the north part of Crinix. Because it looks like the Isle of Susta off of it. If you turn it if you turn it 90 degrees left.
Read the goddamn ball.
I know, but the map doesn't make any fucking sense to
Yeah, I mean, my sweet Sustan of Fireside, it's gotta be Susta. Waltz with her till the sky grew scarlet. So, the sun sets in the west, so he was heading west off of Susta. 3 turns with Lady Carlet. Carlet's the one that's kind of messing me up.
Well, Carlet's the ocean.
What? Oh,
it's
shit.
the Carlet Ocean. So that would check out. So we might be going to Crinix.
Round.
Well, so 3 turns if you're heading west off of Susta.
Damien would like to go to the Minotaur lands.
Left.
Meet more blaggarts.
Our Aerith.
Let me down with Amber Gaze. Is there anything that's sort of like red? Named
All right.
here.
I will take more of a look at this later. Peace out, y'all.
Yeah, sounds
Excellent
good.
session.
I'm gonna
Later.
Great session. I'm gonna be looking through this for a while, I think.
All right. Sounds
Stay
good.
on if anyone
See you
wants to
guys.
talk.
Peace.
Peace.
See ya.